big time. I'm moving my way, I'm making it. Alright, we can't be rushed. Now, this is it, man. This is a scenario here. You gotta look at the time. So it's 25 of 5. I said after 5. So that's taken care of. This is the same day, yes. You started off with the T. Roads are starting to look a little bit better here. And your football, yes, we have your football. Alabama, I think it's Alabama. Alabama whirly swirly, and the Clemson. I think it was a shellacking. I think Clemson, big time, something like 44-16. It might be close, somewhere in that vicinity. But that was it. No more football, I guess, till Saturday. Today is Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday. So here's the psychedelic first. Up next, we have Toto and Jefferson Starship. But anyways, yes, our little opener there. Just again, it's definitely experimental radio. And we were a little bit flustered there. I mean, the roads were pretty darn terrible. I did some testing. This thing with the anti-brakes, you know. These things, with me, I have no control of it. Even if there's, like the grab, you know, like a clutch or something, like the thing, like, can't quite get the quite correct terminology on it. But we also talked about that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as long as you're communicating. And it should be about the heart. Look, I don't do this certainly because I feel a certain way about certain people. I feel the same towards every person. I really do. I mean that. I've been out of the loop. I've been out of all that for a long, long time. You know, you live and learn. You know, you have experiences in your life that humble you. Again, we're here, we're neutral. It's food for thought. Because yes, in 2016, you know, we know that, you know, they want to make moves. They just don't like the way it's being performed by Trump. They rather let them be the ones that ride in. There was a beautiful cat walking by. You know, in this shiny, carriage or horse or, you know, that magical moment. And yeah, it's very funny yesterday with Kevin Spacey. He didn't say a word. That was a nice shirt and all that kind of stuff. I mean, yes, with all the stuff going on, I can't even do spot checks on news. I really can't. I mean, because I've been doing it for a while, and it's at that point where it's ugly. It's really ugly. No one's changing their tune. No one's changing their demeanor. Especially when I was here yesterday for the show. After the show, to listen to my videos and all that. And I happened to be listening to Monica Brzezinski and Joe Scarborough. And I'm like, wow. You know, the guests that they have on, you know, the guy from the circus or whatever and all, you know, same usual characters. I was going to say the usual suspects. Wasn't Kevin Spacey in that? I got to itch in my back. Got to itch in my back with the radicals here. No. Again, we have to start working together on these things. You can't have split. Again, I just said, I came in, loaded up one video, so you know, it'd be easier. I'll just have one to load up. This shouldn't be a long one at all. Just explaining things. Our first week back, the first week of January 2019. Yes, I just want to explain. We in mid-year, we started getting rid of a lot of stuff. Because we're doing the show, we're bringing in new stuff. We're scrolling down the wall. I mean, there was somebody who came back. I said to her, I said, look, what was it that you heard on here? There was a few other people, and we did apology tours, you know, constantly. Like, there's something on here. And then I've been trying to get Crispo to help me out, you know, the cameraman. Johnny's rooting for that to take place and all that kind of stuff. Where we are right now on that, I laid it out there. I said, let's do a test run, you know. nothing in stone, you know. I mean, I'm not going to sit and ambush you or anything like that. And yes, we might have Frank on the show. I'm just going to wait a little bit. I'm not going to jump on that right away, you know. He's going to think I'm ambushing him and everything. So I was having a long talk with him, and I thought maybe he thought I was recording him. And I'm like, Frank, this is between us, you know. This is us. Trust me, I wouldn't do that. That was years ago. That had to be two years ago, maybe even more. If you know, at least 2, 2.5 probably. But you know, I was jonesing. I couldn't really get anybody. I mean, up until that point, you know, we scored a few little things. You know, a few little interviews and everything like that. You know, the first interview I did with the band guy there. I'm sure some of his posts will be coming up in 2015. But we're trying to get rid of them. We don't know what to do with them. I mean, they're there. See, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff in 2017 because you know, a lot of screwy things went wrong. I mean, there's so many things. Ocean of just, you know, confusion and mass hysteria, and hit the psychedelic first. And McNamara. What's McNamara? Oh, where's Mac?
President take private property of eminent domain because of the war on drugs. Somebody brought that up earlier.
Yes, and I would listen to that phone call yesterday because Savage was only on an hour. And by the way, that was a really good show. That's where I got some of that stuff with the English and all that kind of thing there. I'm like, wow. I mean, with all these things, I have no dog in the fight, or you know, something like that. Have our coffee. But I mean, what about the people that, you know, studied language, you know, the English language their whole lives, you know, scholars and all that? You know, well, they're just going to have to, like, lower it a little bit. I mean, lower their teaching things. Or, you know, eventually, you know, fix the curriculum, fix, you know, the way it's being conducted, in a way, you know. Who knows? Who knows how we're going to be communicating? But I hope it's to the heart, feelings and love and understanding and knowing when, you know, something is bullshit and something is not bullshit. I mean, like I said in the opener, I said we're always going to get to this point here. And I also said there's so many things blowing in the wind and all that kind of stuff. Yes. This thing we noticed earlier, about an hour ago. I think even before we did our first video. But yes, listen to that road. It's filled with sleep. We're in a New York state of mind, and we're back in the old way we used to do things. You know, looking at the timer here, when I used to have like 2 videos to load up, used to be quarter of. They only used to take like 15 minutes to load. But things change, you know, things change. Or do they? I don't know. I don't know how long 2 videos take to load anymore. Because I've been having ample time. I've been giving myself enough time to do it, you know, to try to meet the 5 o'clock deadline. But we don't have to meet deadlines anymore. You know, we can be a little bit after. 5:15's a nice thing. It's a Who song too, like, you know, 5:15, you know. There's other things to focus on, like I said. And I'm finding, like, things that matter. Things that matter. You know, the things that we all want to see happen. What happened? We're losing sight of simple things. You're probably saying, "Oh, you're a radical. You're just doing this for attention. You're doing." No, I just can't understand, you know, this thing where, okay, all right, but he's still a negotiator. He's still good at getting people to do stuff that they normally wouldn't do. You know, he's just coming in, and he has that way about him. There's just something about him. It's different. You know, it's like, because I don't know, they just optics, all the optics, all the things. It's like they had it one way, and this guy came in, and everybody's frustrated with him. Everybody's frustrated. But what is he doing that's so wrong? I'm not sitting here saying, okay, like, don't do it, don't do it. But what do you have? What do you have in store? Can't you just, like, can you picture what would happen? Again, we discussed who they have in the bullpen. Biden, Bernie, the paper saying Bernie don't run. Elizabeth Warren, it's like she walks in her kitchen. She goes, oh, you're here, honey? Oh, you want, hey! And then Scarborough and Mickey, whatever the name is, they're going to sit there for the whole 3 hours and hand it over to Stephanie Rule. Ken Brooke Ball and Como, they're going to have people on here. Of course, they're running with the story who's the shutdown affecting. Everybody's rushing. It's a mad scramble.